Hello guys, we are back with another lead code challenge. Let's see the today's challenge. And today's challenge it's belonging from linked list. And the challenge is add two numbers. This question is fall into the category of medium and it's a highly liked question. So it's must do question if you're preparing for your interview. So let's deep dive into the question. What actually question ask? So you have a given a two non-empty linked list representing two non-negative integers. Okay, the digits are stored in the reverse order and each of their nodes contain as a single digit. And what's your duty? You have to add two numbers and return the sum as a linked list. So that was pretty much straightforward. You have a given a two reverse linked list. You have to add both of them. After adding, you got a sum linked list of sum, and you are going to return this sum linked list. So that's pretty much straightforward. And you may assume the two numbers do not contain any leading zero except the number zero itself. So here you have a two linked list which is already reversed. You are going to just add it. 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. Here is a 0. Having the carry 1. 4, 3, 7. 7 plus 1 carry is 8. So we are going to just return 708 linked list. So that's pretty much basic and straightforward. So how can we code this? And if we try to, yeah, that was easy if you make a dummy linked list, and if you try to modify into one, so you can do like that. But I'm very comfortable with, and I'm highly suggest if you make a dummy linked list, then add the this nodes. It's much better. It's my perspective. If you want to solve, you can just modify the values into any of array and any of linked list. So that's pretty much. So let's make a dummy linked list. So first and foremost, what I'm going to do, I'll made a dummy linked list. Let's uh, the starting element, let's say -1. Assign anything which you want, and this node, and res is a pointer which actually pointed this dummy, that it. And if my l1 equal to null, not while my l1 have the value or my l2 have the value, I'll do some computation. What the computation? If l1 is null, in that not l1, if l1 is null, let's try it, the l1 is not null. In that case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to I'll medit some variables. One is a in initially I know my carry have the value 0, because in initially it's possess 0 carry. 2 plus 5 plus 0 carry, it's equal to 7. And for this linked list, I have to I have to store somewhere else. Let's make the variable x in which I am going to store the current node value. So if it not equal to null, it means it have some values. If it have some values, I have to add this value into it. If it null, so it directly means it have the value 0 in that case. So that's a pretty much straightforward. And similar to similarly solution for it, a null uh, l2 val 0. So int x possesses the node value of L1 and y possesses the L2 value. And what's my duty? I have to add this thing. Let's name it sum, and I'm going to add x, y, and the carry value. And after that, what I'm going to do, I'll make a new new pointer in which I'm going to store this sum, uh, this sum modulo part. Means if let's say 6 plus 4 is equal to 10, so I'm going to show 0 into this d. I'm going to store the 0 d, have the 0 and divided part, and if I divided by 10 I got carry, and carry have the value as sum divided by 10. And what's my duty? I have to uh, add this node into it. After adding this node, I have to enhance my race to the d, and that's it. And after doing all the comparison, I have to enhance my L1 L2 pointer too. So if my L1 is not equal to null, in that case what I'm going to do, I have to enhance my L1 to the next. Same thing I'm doing for L2 too. So L2 enhance L2, enhance L2. So that's pretty much about. And after, if carry have some value, I have to add again. So I'll add it, and it's not a sum modulo 10, it's a carry. And I'm again enhance my raise next have the value d, and I'm going to enhance my raise to the d and return the dummy next. Let me explain this thing. In this code, what I'm going to do, I'll do the computation if having node having values. If I reaches to the end where my L1 have not any value, L2 have not any value, in that case I have to check is it carry have possess the value. If it possesses the value, it means I have to add one more node in that case. So I'll edit this node and return my dummy nest. So let me just run this code, and it's accepted. Let's submit this code, and yeah, that is accepted. Okay, if you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. I resolve your doubt as soon as possible. Until then, keep grinding and stay tuned with me.